Hi, it's Stuart Sutton at Acre Plus Homes. I hope you're having a great day so far. You probably read an ad or saw a post or got a mailing that said there is a powerful secret that will allow you to maximize your home's value. And that's actually true. A lot of people come just to find out if it really is true, and it is true. The reason I know it's true is because I am actually the one who discovered. Now, doesn't make me extra smart or anything like that. It's just I pay attention to my business and my sellers, and I've noticed something that makes a huge difference, has a tremendous impact, and it's really something nobody else is going to tell you. So it's the single most important action in my mind that you can take to maximize your home's value, especially homes on an acre or more. The reason I know that is because I've worked homes on an acre or more as a specialty since, well, about '07, about 14 years now. So what is that single most important action? Again, you're not going to hear it from someone else. If you ask 10 agents or 100 agents, you probably wouldn't hear it from someone else. But we found it to be extraordinarily successful. And here is the secret. Start early. Start early. Seriously, it's not going to be an answer you're going to get from another real estate agent. But if you prepare your home for sale before the last minute, before you have literally only a week or two left, you're going to accomplish so much more. And the work you do will be very, very effective because it can be better planned. Now, if you do need to sell your home at the last minute, we're probably one of the better people you could call because we have such an efficient, precise system in place. But starting early is always a better idea if it's possible at all. So what happens when you start early? Well, here are my statistics. And I've been doing this a long time, and I've sold a lot of houses. Home sellers who start early sell twice as fast, literally twice as fast, even in a super hot real estate market. My stats show twice as fast, literally twice as fast. Now, what happens when you start early? Well, home sellers who start early sell for an average of about $11,461. So well into 5 figures extra in your pocket just for starting early, just for paying attention to this little known secret to get more money for your home. Now, what does start early mean? Well, I identify that in the new level of real estate service. So 1 Acre Plus Homes basically provides you a map, a guide to get things done that will prepare your home for sale. And not only that, but I help invest in and coordinate and take care of most of those things for my clients. Now, I asked earlier, what does start early mean? Well, most of my clients will start a month or more in advance. Some 3 weeks or a couple weeks, but most will start a month or more in advance. I've had sellers start 3 months, 6 months, even a year in advance to make sure that they have it right. Things are in order. We're not waiting on people. And that can happen in today's environment. You can be waiting on someone to get a job done, and it's just simply nearly impossible to get it done in a timely manner. So starting early is a very big deal. So at my expense, I provide services to help you get your home prepared. Now, every seller is different. I know that. We don't have a mandate rote process that would put you through. There are a few things that are really important. I'll describe those, but here's a couple of examples. This particular seller, I brought in a window washer because they had incredible views in several rooms, and the windows absolutely sparkled, looked gorgeous when buyers walked into that house after we had them really cleaned inside and out. I had a stager prepare each room to be very appealing. I had the patio and the stucco siding power washed because that was where the buyers really saw the wonderful part of what the benefit was for that home, that incredible extensive patio. It just looked fantastic after we had it power washed. It looked new, as a matter of fact, whereas it had been kind of aging and looking a little old. It looked so good after we had it power washed. We had the house cleaned when the owners moved out, so it would be fresh and clean and nice for the new buyers. Now, every owner is different. Some owners need different things. For example, on this home, I brought in a handyman to touch up and repair some damage to some door trim, into some cabinets and things like that. We had the upstairs carpet stretched and cleaned, and they were thinking about replacing it, but once we had it stretched and cleaned, it looked like new. On this one, we had the windows washed. It had actually 2 stories worth of windows in the family room, and they really needed to sparkle to show the benefit for that family room to buyers. Also had a home inspection done. Now, here's something I really want to take a second on. A home inspection was done in this home so that we knew where those sellers stood with any potential repairs that a buyer might ask for based on their inspection. Now, I'm going to tell you, if any agent says you shouldn't have an inspection, I would sincerely think twice about whether you want to use that agent. I'm not picking on anybody, but the bottom line is having an inspection ahead of time means being prepared. Now, one of the things I hear is, well, if you have an inspection ahead of time before you put your home to market, you have to disclose everything. Well, yes, you do. But wouldn't you rather know about it now than when the buyer's inspector comes along and finds out about it? So several things here. Number one, if you have an inspection and some issues are found, you can take care of them now. When the buyer comes along, they're not concerned about them because they've been resolved. Do you need to disclose things? Of course, we want to disclose anything that's necessary. But let's think about it. You don't have to disclose, well, I used to have a fogged window and now I don't. You do have to disclose, like if there was previous smoke or water damage or things like that. But if you have repaired things that were in need of repair, you don't have to go back and disclose every little repair you made. Like the window I mentioned. If you had a broken window, you don't have to say, hey, I used to have a broken window. That's not what we define under disclosure. So the bottom line is, if you take care of things after your inspection, when the buyer's inspector comes along, they won't see those things. They won't identify those things. Those won't be a concern to the buyer. Now, keep in mind, buyers usually overestimate the costs of repairs. So you can save money by doing repairs now than doing repairs when the buyer's inspector finds them. So you remove concern and you reduce your cost. Very big deals. I'm going to step back on that. I don't always have a pre-inspection. If a home's 3 years old, there's no need to have one, of course. But for most homes, we have a pre-inspection. We identify what needs to be resolved. We resolve it. And then when the buyer comes along, we don't have those issues. It's really an important step. It can keep a buyer that you might have lost otherwise. I hope that makes sense. Every home's different. Every seller has different needs. Our service is based on your needs. We don't have a rote, mandated process for every home. I hope that makes sense. Here's some of the things we do. For example, we place your home under warranty so that you can avoid unexpected expenses. Your dishwasher goes out, just call the warranty company. I talked about the inspection and why that's so important. My handyman will come in and take care of things for you. We'll professionally stage the home by one of the best stagers in the market. We'll clean windows, we'll clean carpet, we'll stretch carpet, we'll clean your home, we'll improve your landscape. One thing I do a lot and do it quite often is improve a front door, either stain it or paint it or whatever the case is. First impressions are huge. These are at my expense, by the way. My expense. What we're looking to do is remove some of the burden and stress on you because getting a home ready is a big deal. There's no risk to you. I'm not going to ask you for that money back at closing. It's an investment I make in my client. You don't have to pay it back at closing, and if you decide we don't want to sell, you don't have to pay it back then either. Now, obviously, I'm going to expect that you'll honor a commitment. If you plan to sell and then don't, that you'll use me again in the future because I've done this work for you. However, I don't ask for money back. Bottom line is, it's a part of doing business. I hope that makes sense. So, let's reiterate. What happens when you start early? Well, you make more money and you sell your home faster. You remove concerns from buyers. Your home is a much better situation for a closing than if you did not prepare like this. When you start early and you use my services, I specialize in homes on an acre or more, and we do some things that most agents just aren't going to do. You can actually see more at anewlevelofservice.com. I'm going to go into a little bit more. We cover pricing and why pricing for homes on an acre or more is unique and why a lot of agents, typical agents, don't understand it. Presentation, how to present homes on acreage versus what typical agents do with subdivision homes, and how to promote it. I hope this is something that is helpful to you. As I mentioned, probably in the post or the ad or the mailing, I will bring a gift to you just for visiting with me. If you decide you want to talk to me about selling your home on an acre or more, I'll bring you a $50 dinner card just for meeting with me. That's how confident I am that once you visit with me and understand what we do, that you'll realize that this is the best option for you. And if I'm not the best option for you, that's absolutely okay. You still get the dinner card, and we'll part friends. I hope that makes sense. Again, I'm Stuart Sutton, 1 Acre Plus Homes. If I can help in any way, text, call, email. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If I can help in any way, of course, let me know. And remember, it is your choice, so make it a powerful day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.